I should not have walked home alone that day. Everyone warned us. Never walk alone after school. Never take the shortcut. Never trust silence. But it was January. The days ended early. And I was late. The last bell rang at 4:32 p.m. By the time I stepped out of the school gate, the sky had already begun to darken. Winter evenings always feel rushed. Like the sun is afraid of something. Most students had already left. Buses pulled away. Parents' cars disappeared down the road. I checked my phone. No signal. The air felt heavier than usual. Too quiet. I started walking. The main road was long but safe. The shortcut through the trees saved 15 minutes. I chose the shortcut. The moment I entered the path, everything changed. The noise from the road vanished. No cars. No voices. Just my footsteps. And something else. At first, I thought it was my echo. But echoes don't follow. I stopped walking. The sound stopped. I started again. The footsteps returned. One step behind me. Slow. Careful. I told myself it was another student. I didn't turn around. That was my first mistake. Halfway through the path, my phone vibrated. One message. Unknown number. Don't run. My heart slammed against my ribs. I stopped. My breath turned white in the cold air. Hello. I whispered. No reply. Then. A voice behind me. Very close. Too close. Why are you walking alone? It sounded young. Almost familiar. I turned. No one was there. The trees stood still. Bare branches clawing at the sky. My phone buzzed again. Unknown number. Don't look back again. My hands were shaking now. I walked faster. The path grew darker. The streetlight at the end of the trail flickered. Relief flooded my chest. Then I heard it. Running. Heavy footsteps. Fast. Closing in. I ran. Branches scraped my arms. My bag bounced violently. I didn't scream. I couldn't. Just before the light, I tripped. Fell hard. My palms burned. When I looked up, someone was standing under the streetlight. A student. Same uniform. Same backpack. Same height. Same face. Mine. It smiled. You forgot something, it said. My voice. My phone rang. 3 missed calls. From my own number. The streetlight went out. And something grabbed my ankle. I kicked. Screamed. My leg slipped free. I ran until my lungs felt like they were tearing apart. I didn't stop until I reached my house. I slammed the door shut and locked it. My parents weren't home yet. The clock read 5:19 p.m. I collapsed onto the floor, shaking. My phone buzzed. A photo. Sent from my number. It was me. Standing under the streetlight. Smiling. The caption read. You walk slower when you're scared. That night, I didn't sleep. Every sound felt wrong. At 11:47 p.m., I heard footsteps outside my bedroom door. Soft. Patient. Like someone waiting. My phone vibrated one last time. Tomorrow, walk again. I didn't go to school the next day. Or the day after. But it didn't matter. Because something else went instead. On the third day, my teacher called my name during attendance. Someone answered. In my voice. Sitting in my seat. smiling. On the fourth day, my mother walked me to school. She held my hand tighter than usual. I didn't tell her why. How do you explain that something that looks exactly like you might already be living your life? The shortcut was blocked by police tape. Two officers stood there, talking quietly. A backpack lay on the ground. A school backpack. Dirty. Wet. A name was written on the side. Not mine. Another student. Gone. At school, everything felt wrong. People looked at me strangely. Teachers paused when they spoke to me. Like they were unsure. In English class, my chair was already pulled out. Someone had been sitting there. The teacher hesitated before speaking. "You were absent yesterday," she said. I nodded. "But," she frowned, checking her register. "You answered every question." The room felt colder. At lunch, my friends avoided me. One of them finally spoke. "You're acting weird," he said. "You don't remember yesterday?" "I wasn't here," I said. He stared at me. "Yes, you were," he replied slowly. "You walked home alone." That night, I checked my phone. My step counter showed 12,483 steps. I hadn't left the house. At 3:12 a.m., my phone rang. This time, I answered. Heavy breathing filled my ear. Then my voice. "You're making this harder," it said. "There's a rule." "What rule?" I whispered. "Only one of us can arrive." The call ended. The next evening, the sky turned dark earlier than usual. My parents were late again. Snow began falling. Soft. Silent. The streetlights flickered. And I knew. It was waiting. My phone buzzed. Unknown number. Walk. I didn't. The lights outside my house went out. One by one. Closer. Footsteps echoed on the porch. My doorknob turned. Slowly. Then my bedroom window tapped. Once. Twice. A shadow stood outside. My shadow. "I walked every day for you," it said calmly. "You owe me." The glass cracked. I screamed. The world went dark. I woke up on the path. The shortcut. Trees towered above me. Bare branches twisting like arms. My backpack was on my shoulders. My phone was in my hand. No signal. Snow crunched behind me. Footsteps. This time, I didn't stop. I walked. Slowly. Carefully. Just like it wanted. The streetlight appeared ahead. Flickering. Under it stood a group of students. All alone. All silent. All staring. I recognized their faces. Missing posters. Old photos. Some looked decades old. They parted as I approached. Under the light stood the other me. Calm. Patient. "This is where it ends," it said. "What happens if I don't?" I asked. It smiled sadly. Then we both disappear. The streetlight buzzed loudly. The snow stopped falling. Time felt thick. Heavy. "What are you?" I whispered. "A replacement," it replied. "For everyone who walked alone." It stepped closer. "So walk back," it said. "Or stay." The light exploded. Everything went white. The next morning, my mother shook me awake. "We're late," she said. I was in my bed. Safe. The shortcut reopened. No police tape. No backpack. At school, attendance was normal. No one stared. No one hesitated. Except one thing. My step counter read 12,483 steps. That evening, I walked home. With friends. Laughing. Loud. Never alone. Years have passed. I never take shortcuts. Never walk alone. And when winter comes, when January darkens the sky early, I still hear footsteps sometimes. One step behind. Matching mine. Waiting. Because somewhere between school and home, something is still walking. And it knows your face. And one day, when you're late and alone, it will walk with you until only one of you arrives.